Hello, welcome back to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you? Hope you're doing really well. So we're back to Mad Squirrel, one of my most favourite breweries, and it's a stout from Mad Squirrel. Love Mad Squirrel beers. If you follow my channel, I do quite a few Mad Squirrel beers, and generally they're pretty spot on. The only ones they've been a little bit low par on have been some of their sours recently, but we're doing a stout and it's a good looking stout and a good sounding stout. This one's called Carachino. It's a caramel macchiato stout coming in at 9% ABV. There it is, with the typical fantastic Mad Squirrel artwork. Quite like this one. And this one is kind of a collab, if you like. It's a collab with a coffee company, which I've got no idea how you pronounce this. Kokibi? I've just got no idea. It's a company called Kokibi, who knows? Kokibi Coffee. I've never heard of Kokibi Coffee. They're also based in Hertfordshire, as are Mad Squirrel, and they produce coffees, ethical coffees. That's all I can tell you. There is a bit of a write-up on the back, but this is what does annoy me with Mad Squirrel cans, is they use font, and this is in white, on this kind of creamy colour, and it's really difficult to read. I'll give it a go just for you. In collaboration with Kokibi Coffee, we would like to introduce this full-bodied caramel macchiato stout. We used a blend of their Intenso coffee beans to give a dark, rich and chocolatey notes, which are complemented perfectly with smooth caramel undertones. These bold, decadent flavours will really conquer your cravings. Difficult to read. My eyesight's terrible anyway, but yeah, it's so difficult to read. So anyway, let's just get on with it, shall we? Let's get this one in a glass, see how she looks, how she sniffs and how she tastes. But yeah, generally Mad Squirrel stouts are normally pretty much spot on. This comes in at 9% ABV. We're pushing into the Imperial Stout territory. And if you follow my channel, you know that I have gone off Imperials over the sort of last 6 months or so. But taste buds change, don't they? So yeah, we're getting towards that territory, aren't we, with a 9%er. But let's pop that up there. You may be able to see that, and yeah, let's have a look at it. Looks good, doesn't it? Looks really good in that glass. Very jet black, very dark, nice head, just slight sort of tanned head, quite dense head as well, which is quite nice, but there are some bigger bubbles around the side, but yeah, quite a nice dense looking head, quite foamy, quite like the look of that. Let's see how this one sniffs. Oh, coffee. Almost like it's almost got a smokiness to it, like a smoked coffee. And I've never had a smoked coffee. I don't even know if a smoked coffee exists, but I'm getting that. It's definitely got a smokiness to it, an ashiness to it. And it's definitely coffee, and it smells like good quality coffee as well. Really good quality coffee. There is chocolate, but it's overwhelming, like this kind of smoked coffee, which I've never experienced that aroma before. It smells fantastic. Let's see how this bad boy tastes. Cheers, everyone. I've got more than one can of this, and I'm really pleased I have. I'm so pleased. It's 9%. As I said, I'm just a bit off Imperials. It's just teetering on that kind of Imperial feel, but it's perfect for me. Absolutely perfect. You do get a bit of 9% booziness to it, but it adds to everything that's going on in there. This is delish. I've got to have some more before I talk about it. Really nice. Nice. Hate the word nice. Oh, that's a good stout. Oh, that is good. It's not sweet. There is a sweetness, but it's not overly sweet. It's not underly sweet. It's difficult to explain the sweetness on this. It's there, but it's subtle. The sweetness is subtle. The caramel is subtle. That coffee, whatever that company is, Kokobi, they clearly make some good coffee, because the coffee in here is immense. It's not super strong. It is bitter, but it's working with that caramel sweetness. And it has got that smokiness to it, like an ashness to it. And that's all mid to back palate. On the front you do get that caramel sweetness. The chocolate is really, really good. It's like a dark chocolate with a bitter coffee, with a smoky element to it. And the caramel just kind of drops in here and there. It's like, how can I explain it? Think of dark chocolate, a layer of dark chocolate, a layer of caramel, layer of dark chocolate on top, and that's kind of how it feels in your mouth. You get that dark chocolate bitterness, then a bit of sweetness from the caramel, and that caramel flavour is quite subtle, but it's there, and then you get another layer of chocolate on top of that going across the middle of your palate, and then at the back you get this lovely kind of almost smoked ash-like coffeeness, bitterness, and it's delicious, absolutely delicious. That is what Mad Squirrel are all about. That is what they can do really well. The aroma's developed as I'm taking a mouthful. When I take a mouthful, I always have a sniff at the same time, and that caramel is now coming through a lot more on the aroma as well. Yeah, it really is. God, that's fantastic. The booziness is kind of gone. The initial mouthful, you kind of feel that 9%. Now that's gone. I've got used to that. That is incredibly drinkable, and I can't stop drinking it. That's divine. That is absolutely divine. If I'd have had that towards the tail end of last year, I might have put that in one of my beers of the year for 2021. That is fantastic. That is an absolutely glorious stout. Really, really is. Let's talk about the mouthfeel. I haven't spoken about the mouthfeel. It does coat your mouth. It coats your mouth really, really nicely. And this is why you don't need to drink it quickly, because it stays there. It just stays in your mouth. Because it tastes so good, I just want to keep drinking it, but I don't need to. It's there. It's still there. It's still in the mouth. That is should be a lovely slow drinking stout, because the flavour just remains in your mouth. It's absolutely fantastic. Chocolate, toffee, caramel even, pardon me, as well. More chocolate, then it just kind of melts into this lovely ashy, smoky coffee bitterness. It's absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend it. I picked it up in a off license near me called the Local Offie. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It's definitely going to be online on Mad Squirrel. It might even be on places like Trembling Madness by now. Go and get yourself some. That is amazing. I'll see you all on the next one. Take care. Cheers. Bye now.